Welcome back to Toronto Speaks Legal Advice. I'm your host, Natalka Falcomer. We are joined today by some of Toronto's best employment labor lawyers, and we are answering your legal questions about anything to do with the workplace, from getting hired to doing the firing. One question you always hear about, and you mentioned this, is, well, if my spouse moves in with somebody else, I get to stop paying spousal support. Is that correct?
No, it's not.
I think we need to emphasize that because
Yes.
I've heard this before numerous times. People are like, oh, it's decriminalized. It means I could smoke it. It's fine.
No.
Explain that difference.
It's
You have
not.
a couple of minutes left.
It's not.
Now,
Yeah.
so let's talk about that because people want to know, okay, well, I need evidence. Well, this is a way of getting evidence. What's the problem there? I want to hold and we'll come back to you and we'll talk more about exactly what you can do and the likelihood of that being successful. Of course, when we come back, we will continue to help make the law a little less murky by answering your wills and estates questions and helping you protect your wishes even after you're gone. In fact, we do have some callers lined up. Are you ready, Andrew?
I'm ready.
Next one we have is Jade. Jade, go ahead, please. If you guys take home one thing, it's write it down, have it in writing. Make sure that you do your background checks. Google is a fantastic resource, isn't it? Good questions, Ben, and we only have about a minute left. So, Ben, if we don't complete answering your question, we'll get back to it after the break. We have 90 seconds, you go ahead. The difference between mediation rights versus interest-based, I think that's something that, you know, if you're in law, you know the differences, but let's sort of explain those two differences. But perhaps we can talk a little bit more. So it seemed like quite a confusing situation here. He's trying to sponsor people. There has to be a lot of different layers that are going on. Peter, is it that you divorced from your first wife?
Yes.
Okay, and then you settled that, and then now you're in with the common law. Are you asking if in the common law scenario, if the home has to be dealt 50-50?
Yes.
Okay, great. That's a great question. We are joined today by immigration lawyer Catherine Sawicki, who's answering a lot of your calls today, and we have Grace on the line. Grace, we only have a few minutes, so try to pump out that question so we can help you out. Oh, that's too bad, though. We'll read the book. That's all the time we have today. Thank you, our viewers at home, for your calls and questions and comments. And thank you, Cheryl Johnson and Stuart Redner, for helping Torontonians make sense of the law. Remember, know your rights. And if you don't, then watch us next time to get free legal advice. After all, the best things in life are free. I'm your host, Natalka Falcomer, and thank you for watching Toronto Speaks Legal Advice.